In the evening, two angels arrived in Sodom, and Lot, sitting at the city gate, saw them. He rose to meet them, bowing down with his face to the ground, and urged them to spend the night at his house. They initially refused, saying they would stay in the public square, but Lot insisted, and they finally went home with him. He prepared a meal for them, baking unleavened bread, and they ate. Before they lay down for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, surrounded the house. They called out to Lot, demanding, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them." Lot went outside to them, shutting the door behind him, and pleaded, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have two daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do to them whatever you wish. But don't do anything to these men, for they have come under the protection of my roof." But they shouted, "Get out of our way." They said, "This fellow came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to play the judge. We'll treat you worse than them." They pressed in on Lot and moved to break down the door. Then the two men inside reached out, pulled Lot back into the house, and shut the door. They struck the men who were at the door of the house, young and old, with blindness so that they could not find the door. The angel said to Lot, "Do you have anyone else here, sons-in-law, sons or daughters, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here, because we are going to destroy this place." The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great that the Lord has sent us to destroy it. So Lot went out and spoke to his son-in-law, who were pledged to marry his daughters. He said, "Hurry and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city." But his son-in-law thought he was joking. With the dawn, the angels urged Lot, "Hurry. Take your wife and your two daughters who are here, or you will be swept away when the city is punished." When we hesitated, the men grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and his two daughters and led them safely out of the city, for the Lord was merciful to them. As they led them out, one of the angels said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back, and don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains, or you will be swept away." But Lot said to them, "No, my lords, please. Your servant has found favor in your eyes, and you have shown great kindness in saving my life. But I can't flee to the mountains. This disaster will overtake me, and I'll die. Look, here is a town near enough to flee to, and it is small. Let me flee to it. It is a very small one, isn't it? Then my life will be saved." He said to him, "Very well, I will grant this request too. I will not overthrow the town you speak of, but flee there quickly, because I cannot do anything until you reach it." By the time Lot reached Zoar, the sun had risen over the land. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities and all the plain, destroying all those living in the cities and also the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. The next morning Abraham got up early and went to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, toward all the land of the plain, and he saw dense smoke rising from the land like smoke from a furnace. So when God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham, and he brought Lot out of the catastrophe that overthrew the cities where Lot had lived. If you found this story insightful, please subscribe to the channel for more biblical narratives and explorations.